How's it going, guys? Subject scrutiny here again. It's been damn near a year since I made a video, so I figured I'd have some time. It's bad weather, nothing going on, so I figured I'd make one. And this one is just going to be basically a bunch of different screenshots that I've captured off of tons of videos that are really compelling. So I'm going to start off with this one here. This is a Aleister Crowley's LOM entity on the left there. And you can see that it's very, very similar to the North Carolina abduction case sketch that happened not too long after that. I'm not sure exactly how much longer, but I know for a fact the picture on the left came first. It's very interesting when you think about this. And yeah, we'll just move on. For all you guys that believe in aliens. I think that they're real. I just don't think that they're from another planet. I think they're some sort of entity. This right here is the way you figure out mass, density, and volume. It's a triangular formula. Nothing really big there. People believe in gravity. That it causes all this. This is something that I like here. This is the 8 inches per mile squared. Another one of the many proofs supporting the flat earth theory, which I don't really think it's a theory, but 190 miles away you can see the base of the mountain. The arrow's kind of in the way. And this is 140 miles away, and then even further than that is this mountain, which is 3.8 miles high in elevation. So that's a pretty interesting one. One's in, I believe, Alaska? Yeah, Anchorage, Alaska. I love this one. This one's great. Identifies as a woman. Oh yeah, she's hot. And then we got this crazy chick who dresses up as a cat with her cuckold boyfriend, makes him pretend to be a cat. This guy is just as creepy as it gets. I watched a thing on him and ugh. Yeah. And then here we go. And there's another awesome, super real looking picture from NASA. Here's another one. These are all cutouts from real Blue Marble series photos. As you can clearly see, they're all pretty drastically different. And we got green land. The whole land is green. I don't know if that's supposed to be like India or something there on number 2. And I mean, number 5 probably looks the best, I think. It's got the algae looking sea right there. It's all light green. At least they did a better job on that one. So that one's pretty cool. And then these guys, and these are all your clown bozos of science. You got old, not even really a scientist, Bill Nye. You got this guy who's all over Facebook. I forget his name, this Asian guy. You got your 2 Mythbuster guys. I'm pretty sure that they're lovers or something. They creep me out so much. Any guy who wears a hat like that, that's an immediate red flag. You're not a French explorer. And then old Kool-Aid Man here. Shout out to Russian Vids. I stole this one from Russian Vids. Shout out to Russian Vids. And yeah, you can read the sign there. I don't believe any scientist. Here's JFK's Situation Room. Clearly see a flat Earth map up on the wall. It's pretty large. And then I was trying to figure out what this is a picture of. Looks like it's some sort of boat. Maybe one of the destroyers or something. Some other Sci-Hop Easter egg they slid in there. This one's great right here because you can clearly see that they are using the flat Earth map, the azimuthal equidistant map right there. And then they have another version of it right here which looks about to be about the same. Looks a little goofy, but I can't tell the orientation from here. Too much of an older photo. But, yeah. This one's beautiful. It's really a good one. Really sums it up. This one's beautiful. I want to set this one up for my kids. I mean, water doesn't curve. No liquid curves. Sorry. And this one's cool. I didn't know, but Picard and Einstein, I guess, were in the same... I guess this might be a graduation photo. I'm not really sure where this photo comes from. But there's Picard right there, and that's why they have the Star Trek Jean-Luc Picard Captain Picard. And you can read what he said here. It says, "What did the first man to reach the stratosphere have to say about the Earth's shape? It seems a flat disk with an upturned edge. Dr. Auguste Picard in 1931." There's this little capsule. And I don't know if you guys remember that Red Bull commercial where they get in the metal capsule and they fly through and break through what looks like glass into water. I mean, there's so much, so symbolic. It's insane. And here's our our best president we ever had, Mr. Big Ears over here. And I mean, statistically, he was our worst president. And anyone who knows how to find the real information anymore can clearly see that. But between his debt and crippling our military and all the other beautiful things that he did, I mean, he gave everybody free phones, though. Everybody on welfare got a free phone, so that's cool. But yeah, you can clearly see him wearing his Masonic ring, doing Masonic hand signs, throwing them up. No time for a meeting with the Flat Earth Society. Plenty of time for secret societies. Here's Buzz Aldrin. They brought him back when Flat Earth reappeared. Brought him back into the spotlight. I don't know if you guys ever seen that that video, that press conference of them when they came back from the first landing. I mean, they looked like somebody straight shot their puppy. I mean, they weren't even, not even duping to light, which makes me think these guys might have a little bit of a consciousness or a soul. Well, they're conscious, obviously, but they have some sort of soul here. Because, you know, they do feel bad. You can tell by their faces about lying to everyone. This one's cool. Just a comedian inside joke. Leave it up there for a second for everyone to read it. No jokes to add. This is one I pulled off of the Eric Dubé's. Most of these are off of Eric Dubé videos. Shout out to Dubé. But this one's off of his, and I think it's just funny. Because, I mean, think about it. How would the dinosaurs fuck? You know? This is... I love this. This sums it up in a nutshell right here. Here we go. If you don't know your history, anyone can fool you. I mean, does that not look very similar? Got the same Sumerian fish head hat. They got the shepherd's pole or staff or whatever you call it. And yeah, you can see right here on this guy's clothes, he's got the Iron Cross or the pyramid up from above. That's what an Iron Cross is. This is the flow chart here for flat earthers. And I love how right here Ride-O-Matic, it says, you know, Eric Dubé. ODD's cool. He's not a sellout that I can tell yet. There's a lot of flat earth shills on YouTube. Seems like that's all you can find now. Dubé's on Flat Earth News now, if anyone didn't know. And if anyone wants to leave it in the comments, I'm going to start probably posting some of his videos here and there, the ones I really like. And if you guys see any of my other videos, you know where I stand on the whole transgender psyop they got going on. This one's beautiful. Oh, so good. So, you got every ancient culture you can think of. Greek, Navajo, Persian, Babylonian, Viking, Mesopotamian, Indian, Hebrew, Celtic, Incan, Sumerian, Egyptian, African, Roman, Islamic, Slavic. And then there's your boy NASA there. Like, only one doesn't belong. This one's great for my friends who are like, oh man, you know, the government's still taking taxes. I'm like, dude, I don't pay taxes. Why pay taxes? So you can get a little bit back in a chunk at the end of the year? Why not just keep all your money all the time? If you make less than $200 grand a year, they won't ever come after you. And if they do, it's unconstitutional. Lawyer up. This one's pretty insane. And, yeah. They don't like that. When you start talking about certain people from certain religious sectors, yeah, you get your channel shut down real quick. Same thing with here. I love this one. Shout out to Aman Khalid Khan. He really hit it on the button here. Why are we spending billions of dollars when we can feed people? Because there's no profit in feeding the poor. Here's a side-by-side comparison of planets. Real-life telescopes versus the CGI photos you get. And they all look like flat discs. They just look like little blobs of light. And they take their own path. And if you've seen the NASA fail compilation, you know that this is a screenshot out of there. And I mean, they've been caught faking stuff so much times. The scuba tanks and all the other crap. Like there's a neutral buoyancy lab. Here's the old bunch of Freemasons. Oh, I forget their names. But yeah, you can clearly tell. I mean, look at that lander. It looks like it's a bunch of plastic just like glued together. What a hunk of crap. It's not aerodynamic at all. How's that supposed to fly? People are so dumb. Like, ugh. This is just another screenshot of various stars. And I mean, you can see this with your naked eye if you look at stars hard enough at night. This one's great. Supposedly spinning 1,000 miles an hour. Yet it is completely motionless. How many is that? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 10 bowling balls. 10 bowling balls. Even if you put a little sand between them all, how impossible would it be to stack those? Excuse me. And getting over a cold. Sorry about that. But this is... I thought this was insane. Like, right when I went on YouTube, I think I just made a... Or I just watched a video. Oh, excuse me. On transgenderism. But... look at this. Powering strong women on International Day of the Girl. That's a dude. I'm sorry. But that's not a chick. Look at the cheekbones. Look at that jawline. The cleft chin. Look how muscular and defined the shoulders and arms. I mean, just... that's a man's arm. If you just covered it up... oh. I don't know if it'll let me zoom in that much. Okay. That's a man's arm. If you just saw that, you'd be like, that's a dude. And then you go like this. Oh, wait, maybe it is a girl. But then you look again, you're like, whoa. Look at that jawline. Wish I could see the fingers stretched out. I'd be able to prove it a lot easier. But this is just a basic concept I like to show people. I have some t-shirts that have this on there. I like this design. More of the same. The whole sun and moon. That's where the yin yang comes from. This one I just thought was funny. This is how I feel about my kids. It's probably what my kids feel. They're just, what are you talking about, Dad? I'll go back to old Mr. This is off the Kool-Aid Man Cometh, which is a diss rap video by Eric Dubé on Neil deGrasse Tyson. This is a screenshot I took off of Facebook. It's some coin that some obvious Satanist made. But it looks like a woman being raped maybe by a goat. She's at least being stepped on, so she's underneath the power of the goat. You can see there's just lines and lines of other ones behind them. Who knows if they're waiting for their turn, or... and the liquid is obviously spilling over it. And I don't know what all this writing is on the side. I wanted to go a little deeper into that, but it would be hard probably to find that information. Here's another coin off that same video. Look at that. You got an obvious square and compass. You got the triangle within the circle. You got the 7 stars. You got a sword piercing the sheep with a ribbon on it. The light coming down. And then they did an earth. This man, this beast creature, old man time, whatever you want to call him. The honeycomb, the beehive. I mean, it's dripping with esoteric knowledge and symbols. It's insane. Now this is a funny one, because I combined this photo and the next photo back when Florence came around. Meant to make a video, never did. But look how big that is, okay? Look how big that storm is. and that's a real Doppler radar image, whatever that they use. It's about what size of Florida and Georgia, right? And then here's another photo from NASA, and it's half the size of the planet. So that and that, like, how could that be that? People are stupid. Here's one I made myself. Someone sent me this photo right here, this top one, of this guy with a GoPro from Mount Everest, as if it was proving something. And I said, well, look at the flags. Look at the lines on the flags. They're bent. And then he was like, whoa. And I was like, oh, here, I got it right here. And I mean, the little pad I had to doodle wasn't great. Obviously, you could tell. I mean, it's not really connected that well. But you get the idea. It's just funny. Here's your boy Joe Rogan. He's supposed to have a debate with Dubé and Neil deGrasse Tyson on his show. Day of, Dubé's channel gets shut down. But everyone in Hollywood is a satanic sellout. I mean, that's very obvious to see. And anyone who says otherwise is blind or stupid or refuses to believe the truth. It's an ancient picture of what the North Pole looks like. The magnetic mountain at the center. That's why magnets work, because there's a giant mountain of magnetic mountain at the middle. And there's all these ancient stories, and yeah, a lot of different countries and cultures have the same basic story of what they imagine this to be, so someone had to have been there. And they say, oh, well, how could they lie about this for so long? 1,500 newspapers, 1,100 magazines, 9,000 radio stations, 1,500 TV stations, 2,400 publishers, owned by 6 corporations. And then, of course, they put the spiral there. The spiral, that's the hypnotizing effect. The crooked road, off the path of righteousness. This is something I pulled off there for my friends who like to argue with me about GMOs. And I try to tell them, like, you're not allergic to wheat. You're not allergic to gluten. You're allergic to GMO wheat. You buy cheap crap and you never try anything else. And you just assume that you can't have it. Ugh. That's my theory anyway. Don't really have a lot of proof to back that up. And Frank, let's save that for another video. Here's Mars. Oh crap. Sorry. Here's Mars. And I believe Greenland? I think that's Greenland. I want to say it's Greenland. I can't remember for sure. This one's great. I want to turn this into a t-shirt. It's another one. Me and my dad had a slight falling out over the whole flat earth thing. I just tried to spread ideas and talk, but he did not want to hear it. That's what I realized. It's just like The Matrix, you know, the movie. If they're too old, it's not even worth trying because they're so old and set in their ways. They wouldn't believe you. Even if you got them to look at it, they would just refuse to look at it, basically. I literally had a grown man, not my dad, but a grown man, 50-something years old, literally stick his fingers in his ear and go la 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 because he didn't want to hear what I was saying. Like a damn kid. It was pretty funny. I wish I would have got it on video. But yeah, it's interesting. This is another crepuscular rays, another way to prove that the sun isn't 93 million miles away. I mean, look at all these different angles the sunlight's coming in at. And people try to say, oh, well, no, it's the way the roof's cut. I mean, why? Who's going to cut the roof like that? They're skylights. You can tell by the cutouts. The light goes whatever way it wants. It's just a window. And then you got this one. Let you guys read that. I love this one. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, Jesus. You can even see people in the background, like, taking pictures. And they're all, like, standing around gawking. And this guy's just loving it, probably. He's like, yeah, I'm cool. Ugh, disgusting. This is so true right here. We don't know what's out there. We're not allowed to travel there. If we could, I'm sure we could say. And then this is something I found on Facebook that I just thought was great. It says the scientific name of the grizzly bear. It's Urus actos horribilis ursus, meaning bear in Latin, and actros, bear in Greek. So essentially, grizzly bear is horrible bear. And then it says the Eurasian brown bear is Ursus arctos, so literally bear. It's like the most bear a bear can be. It's so much bear, blah, blah, blah. But also, the Arctic Circle is named for the bears, not the other way round. It's the circle with bears in, and the Antarctic is the circle away from the bears. And they had to add "and continent" right there. But circle. And he says, are you telling us the poles of our world are bear continent and anti-bear continent? But it's not continent. It's bear circle and anti-bear circle. I just think it's funny that they have to add that continent in there just to keep the masses happy. Here's another one. This one's a little more detailed. A lot less of the ones from the last one I had. But like the Hindu one's cool. It's got like a cobra, a turtle, elephants holding something else up. I mean, it's fixed, not moving. I don't pay too much into the whole religious aspects of them, but it's, the science part of it is very interesting. If you haven't had a chance to read Dubé's Spiritual Science, I would suggest getting it because it is a very good read. Oh yeah, and then right here, 99% of all international data, everything, phones, internet, TV, cell phones. Why won't it let me zoom? Thank you. But look at all those cables going everywhere. People are dumb. Oh, satellites. Oh, satellites aren't real. There's your satellite. These guys should be getting the NASA money. You know how bad they're getting cooked just sitting there? Ugh. Circumnavigation on the globe, or on the flat Earth model. Sorry, it keeps shaking like that. I'm trying to... This one's awesome. The Challenger crew that died, right, in 86. How many of them are still alive? Look at this guy. Oh, this one's the chick. Where's the chick? Right there. See, there she is. That's definitely the same woman. Here's the dude. Look at him right there. Can't really read what it says, but these guys still work in the same professions. Some of them didn't even really change their names. This guy over here is saying he's his twin brother. That's classic. When you pull the twin brother card, look at him. Wait, that's not him. That's him. It's this guy. That guy. And then this chick here, the Asian woman. Oh, maybe she's not Asian. I'm sorry. It's not racist. And then this one's great. And they have that car in space. And then the green screen glitched out. You got your boy Musk right here. They should have put the shades on him and maybe one of them gold necklaces they put on everything. And I'm a vegetarian. I'm damn near a vegan. Sometimes I still eat cheese and stuff, so I can't fully say I'm a vegan yet, but I'm getting there. It's a long process for me anyway. Everybody goes their own pace, but I've lost so much weight. I'm keeping a healthy BMI, and everything works better. And, you know, I don't like to brag about it or, you know, run my mouth about it or whatever, but if you've never tried at least a meat-free life, I would suggest it before you get old. Because there's not a single disease that's, you know, preclusive to vegetarians and vegans. There's another one for it. This one's just, you know, adding stuff. And I mean, a lot of these I put on everything. Grapes and blueberries, or raspberries and other berries I always mix up in a bowl. I put tomatoes and avocado on every damn sandwich I eat. Orange juice and oatmeal. I mean... Good. I think that's kale and lemon. That's basically our salads. And I put turmeric in everything. Oh my god. This is off of Lifting the Veil, Colin Smith. I like a lot of his stuff because he does, like most shills on YouTube, he does give you a lot of good truth. But then he always mixes in his his fan fiction, basically, his nonsense. He still thinks the Earth's a spinning ball, so yeah, I don't know. But I mean, look at that. I don't know if you know much about Indian religions and stuff. I spent some time at an ashram when I was a child, so I've seen this image here on the left many times, but you never see it in the brain. But look at it. There's an actual brain, and then there's, when it's what it would look like with water. But I mean, even just the actual brain to that, it's very telling, very interesting. This is from that whole Mandela effect thing. Now, allegedly, the Ford, it's got the little swoop right around the F. I was into that for a while, a long time ago. I don't know why I haven't got rid of that. But that's the only one I could find. This is a firmament quote. Another flat earth one. I mean, these are just pretty common sense things. I love this one. Beautiful picture, beautiful saying. Just all around awesome. I don't know if he took that picture or stole it, whatever. It's really good. I love these ones. They throw the picture in just to get you to look, and then you start reading it. It's perfect. I like the one at the bottom. There are pedophile rings all over the world. Gwen Towers, harp, cannabis cures. I mean, just, oh my god, so much in one little meme. It's beautiful. I love this one. Mount Everest, sea level. Here's that dog cam, 20 miles high, still a flat horizon. I don't know if you've seen the one, I think I got it, but there's one with a hot spot. There's another one. Just another picture. I mean, just look at that sun, though. It looks so close. This one's great. I actually got my uncle with this one. This is the only thing I got him to go, I mean, he didn't turn or anything, but he said, That's interesting. And that's, for old people, that's the best you can hope for, is to get him to go, But I mean, periscope, gyroscope, lighthouse, and a sundial. Yeah. They wouldn't work year after year, day after day, century after century. I mean, there's some, I think I might have a screenshot of it. This is the whole airplane. If you do the math with the speed and how much they're traveling, and then you add in the curvature of the Earth, they would have to dip down like 10 degrees or something nonstop. And I've flown many times. You're flat the whole time. The word airplane literally means is aeroplano, which is air flat. So, I mean, there you go. I'll just leave that there for a second. I'm not going to read it to you guys. My throat kind of hurts. I'm trying to wrap this up. I think I have so many more to go. Might be a two-parter. Einstein was a fraud. I like his other quote. This one's good, though. He basically says that it's a relativity theory. That's the word you need to look for right there. Theory. Anytime you hear the word theory, it means it's bullshit. It means it's not proven. So it's speculation at best. So just remember that. I like to send this to my wife. Well, I did a few times. We were still dating. She knows that it's flat, but she doesn't like to talk about it. She's shy. And this is something I send to my friends whenever I get any flack. And I mean, unfortunately, I do have family a little further up in my tree that didn't win World War II. And it definitely hits home a little bit when you do the real research and you find out the real story of what happened. But this symbol is much older than Adolf Hitler's Germany. And it's got a very special meaning to a lot of people. UN flag uses a flat earth map cut into 33 sections. 33 is a very symbolic number. And here it is again. United Nations, International Maritime, World Meteorological Organization, International Civil Aviation. So, all the people who basically control the world, the flow of the world, everything, all use a flat earth map in their logo. It's very interesting. They put it right in your face. That's what you do. That's the best place to hide something, right in plain sight. I spent. Oh my God, I love this one. This is at Neil Tyson. Could you please direct me to more NASA proofs? Earth is a spinning ball. I've debunked them all. And he put. This is, does your arrogant, haughty swagger come naturally, or a byproduct of your lying your ass off for a living? Oh God, I almost want to get a Twitter just so I can troll him for a little bit and get blocked myself. Here's 200 proofs you're a lying shill Freemason, brainwashing the masses and stealing their money. And that's his 200 proofs. And I make copies of that. I send it out. I got a printer here in my office, and they give me as much ink. They give me as much ink as I want.